Me never pantoma.
We not don't need no rules. It's a love song, I don't need no blues. Be me you.
Do you have a problem with me?
I don't have a problem with
Good.
you.
So why are you always mentioning my name like?
Subscribe for your girl, Obico.
The kitchen.
I'm not cooking in the kitchen. I am not doing anything.
Hello, fam. Welcome to Van Peppy J. Thank you so much for clicking that 1 or 2. Matt Kwame's eviction, they pain Martin. It is what it is because they were brothers. You know what time it is. Now, boy is engaging in a conversation with baby girl, saying that, hey, girl, with what happened yesterday, I don't want you going to that. Just when he was coming to say kitchen and stuff, girl is like, I ain't gonna go there when it is not my time to cook. She added, look at what they did, creating the impression that I did something wrong. Me, normally I'm a good cook. This food I have prepared some before, and just when she wanted to talk more, boy just held onto her mouth and went like, it's okay, baby girl, don't explain yourself too much. He added, you think if I want to talk I cannot talk, but I've kept my cool. Try to be like me. Right about that time, you also have Droid being in a conversation with baby girl, Jessica being like, hey boy, you need to say sorry again, no? Because me, when I said I have forgiven you, AJ had not shown it, but me seeing the video of you and Efia, hey, so smooching day inside too. Hey, this one, the boy is like, girl, I cannot keep apologizing. I cannot keep saying I'm sorry. It is what it is. You forgive me or you tell me what it is you want me to do. I'm like, such men like this, if you are not smart as a lady, you are likely to let them go. But sometimes they are just straight talkers and they are loving. But I'm also thinking, boy, creating the impression it wasn't my fault and you know it was a show. I either follow you back home or I stay on and I build my brand, and it was what it is. I'm thinking he had a way out. Delkki is being on the show without a man and is playing her game. You even had Delkki to partner with. You could have moved on without doing this the smooching, kissing kind of thing, unless you really liked that girl and you did not want to be with it. So you open up more. That girl, I like that girl, but if I tell you I love her to want to spend the rest of my life with her, I'll be wrong. But this is a game house. It is what it is. He was just straight telling girl, it is not about ego. My ego, I have let it down for you. I have apologized. I can't keep doing it. So that anytime you just wake up, you bring it. And when you hear another thing, you also say, I should forgive you. Just forgive me. Let's move on. Right about that time, earlier, these two were kissing it. And it is how Droid and Rosie were looking at them. More like Mommy, Poppy doing certain things and the Mapikins watching. It kind of gives some funny feeling. It's so cool. Hey, agenda.
Stay sorry forever. Or try to make look at me different. It's not ego, it's the truth. I wasn't drinking because I felt like I wanted to drink.
Brymo getting to know Delkki, so boy went like, hey babes, make me toast already. It's a good day in here. So they made a toast and he was like, a toast to 7 kids. And come to think of it, how many kids would you want to have again, girl? The way Delkki was blushing for me, one thing about Delkki with her blush, I'm kind of thinking Delkki is overthinking, oh. So she went like to happiness. Boy is like, oh, women, I'm moving on a straight line so that we go feel arrive early. Look at her doing triangle, moving north, south, east. And she won't even add west, make it a square. Waiting, Oba, and that was feels. He tickling her emotions and she losing God. We will talk more about this.
7 kids.
Togetherness.
You see women. I'm going straight to the point. We're talking about togetherness. Togetherness, where is it from?
Last night, baby girl Tessy was very pissed off, and you have her going to bed, having a lot of conversation with boy at the kitchen and even in the bedroom. Finally went to bed. Now boy is awake. He went to the locker room to change, to go take shower, and right about then, you have him and Darlene like bypassing each other, and internet people this morning are drawing a conversation out of it. Hey, Darlene did not greet him after offending his babe, and others are like, what happens to the grown-up also greeting the babe? And I'm like, whatever that it is, all those scenarios should drop, because what if they had greeted already? Because the cameras are not everywhere 24/7 for you and I to see. Boy has headed into the kitchen after shower. He's hungry. Right about then, you have Brymo also doing some utensil wash. Yes. And that is where you have a comment part by, hey, husband material, 1,000 yards, and Delkki turned with a blush looking at her man. Right about then, you have Jessica in a convo with Boy. Boy has said he has so many connections with Jessica, so they kind of bonding, and he and her were conversing how to make yummy meal. Babes is in bed and she might wake up and will need food already.
Material 5,050
Brymo baby girl Delkki combo. You her boy said we should have 7 kids, right? And whilst girl was laughing, I told you something is in her mind. Only to say, hey, the way you are saying it, we cannot have sex here. Boys, but who said we should have sex here? Girl went like, hey, but you saying 7 kids. He's like, I meant home. She's like, Big Mama said we cannot have sex here. Go read the rule book. He's like, okay. Then girl went like, hey, we can have sex. Big Mama has changed her mind. He's like, okay, but I don't think nobody does it right. She's like, hey, people do it, Papa. You have no idea. He's like, really? Here? How do they do it? On the bed or where? She's like, on the bed and everywhere. Anywhere you like it. Boy's like, ew. Girl is like, what do you mean by ew? We are adults, please. We are adults. Boys are, oh, I see. You are adult and you think it is right to have sex in somebody's house. He added that build your own, then you can do it. More like rent your own, then you can do it. As much as I'm like, that's on pearls, boy. I'm also like, okay, you just give, let's see how it goes. When you get cozy and you begin doing the naughty things, that is when I'll have an opinion. In the meantime, your answer is the best that I can hear. Wow, you'll be having sex in somebody's house, by the way. Oh, Charlie. Anyway. Kwame is also outside, and this is where boy is meeting 1 or 2 people. He's on his fuse, and as much as he regrets being out, boy is loud. And I'm like, it is soon and momo number. It is all about gender. Contribute for Kwame Suohon. Enjoy.
Yo, fucker. Best is out.
This is my best friend, and she is at
Yo.
It wasn't. We are adults, okay? It doesn't feel good.
You're adults. You're having sex in someone's house.
Yeah.
If you're adults, go.
It's their house.
If you're adults, go build a house and have sex in there.
Tessy Martin served looks last night. Martin looking fresh, hot as ever, and Tessy looking yummy. Right about then, after the show, kitchen, you have girl complaining and saying that it's boss hair because the thing with them creating the impression that she does not know how to create the funny hair. That food she don't prepare before. Martin is like, girl, let it slide. And she said the audacity for them to be doing that. And he said it's okay. Now they go to the bedroom. You have girls saying that they were very lucky that a fear held on to her because the things that she was ready to say. He said, I was even worried that, hey, what will babe do? He said, that's silly. She barely talks about them. What is them talking about her mother? Now, you have this morning, they are away. Girl has laid her bed beautiful. Of course, most people did not lay their bed. You can see camera restriction. Some beds are not well laid and her own. She's laying it. She's taking a shower. Martin has left the kitchen, come back to the bedroom. She's bringing it up again. She's free to do it though. Okay, so she is saying that she just cannot get over it. Boy is saying that let it rest already. He said, yeah, I'm trying. It is just funny and it will be as it should be in this house and they will see how it goes. Before Tessy took a shower, she saw something on her bag and her best bet, she knows who will put it there because Delkki picks something from a third person, uses it and puts it on her bag. Now she is complaining about it. She spots Delkki who had cleaned the room and was almost down the hall platform, the stairs platform, and went like, Delkki, what I am trying to tell you is don't put someone's belonging on my bag. The next time you try this thing with me, I am going to be very furious with you. Hey, she said something I could not hear. So her thing is always wet. And because of that, sometimes I come and I see mine always wet. I am telling you, because when I come and I see it again, I'll be very, very angry with you. All that Delkki could say was okay.
Don't put what I can't tell you that when you fix it, don't put anybody's on me. Because sometimes this is always wet, so I don't want to come in my room, but I'm telling you, when I come and see, I'm very angry.
AJ wanna know more about the situation between Drill and Tracy. This is where Tracy went like, me, I know they hate you, but when I go beef with your girl, I go beef with you because you two are 2 in 1 now. And the boss and the assistant, that is all that is it. There is to your relationship, no chemistry. And boy went like, okay, so you have a lot to say about me. When he wanted to talk more, you have Kwame stepping in and being like, hey, you two, you are bullying my baby a lot. You're bullying this girl. Because she's young, you're bullying her. And as I was thinking that Tracy will allow that pity card to play. You have heard say, nobody is bullying me. I'm like, but Kwame kept up. Kwame will not back down now.
What's the problem? I don't have anything.
You people are bullying the girl. You people
Like,
bullying the girl. It's very bad.
It's not bully, like, stop.
It's bad.
It's not bully. It's not bully.
Jessica Droid prepared Banku last night, and you have J. Chris and Hermes enjoying some. Over the meal, you have Jessica say that, hey, a lot did happen, and they were even saying you were a liar. This is where you have JJ saying that they were the liars, and you have Hermes stepping in and saying there is none a liar in that situation. It was just a simple English spoken, and that English had not gotten to do with her. It had gotten to do with Martin, because AJ had asked her a question that was concerning Martin's behavior and how he did things. And that's also where you have baby boy Jay saying that it is even surprising that day when you were even talking, they did not even allow you to land, and she hopped in, and he was even thinking she was gonna say something only to kind of create impression that she wanna lash out. This was where Hermes said, oh, about that, it is what it is, why not? They had opinions about Droid because there were speculations that Jessica was going to come, and the opinion they had about Droid, it was funny because he is a friend, quote unquote, to Droid. So to be holding those perceptions, and she was ready to spew, they knew from the word go that this girl, if you leave him, she will say things. So they were all over the place just to prevent that information from coming out. It is what it is in Big Mama's house, and gamers at play, right? Yeah, let them play and let us watch. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, like, and share. And I appreciate those at my comment section, right? Because it's a free world. But don't you think it is running my street when impression is created that I am not being sincere? When I just said, oh, so now JJ was referring to Tessy, then it was bad. But I was explaining the sentence that he said. So you think JJ was wrong, but you think Tessy had not badmouthed him? When Tessy said he acts like a kid, he's very mature, then there is no way she was going to call him to say, come, let's do duty because there is no kid in the house. She added that he's lazy and he deserves that baby girl. So Tessy is 32. She says this. The guy is 22. He says, when you wake up and you want to act like I should be saying you pretty, do makeup before I say that. He did wrong, but you think Tessy did right? The guy that you think is immature was the guy that was smooching and kissing you. You people, be fair for once now. Me, I just don't like this. When you come on my page, this is nobody buys food for you. Those people in Big Mama's house, does anybody put food on our table? No. So let's be fair. Yeah, I'm for emotions into when it is A, let's go on. When it is B, let's go on. Help me help you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your comments, by the way.
Saying they are the liars. He's trying to say that it's full English.
Honestly, that day, I thought she was just ready to say something.
I know if they will come. It's because they know what they said about Droid was not okay, and they're like maybe because that's his G. So when I started saying it, then they will prefer to blow the whole thing so the conversation does not come out.